Hello, welcome to the second attempt at the weekly video that I did yesterday, actually on the 17th, which is the changeover from the old year of the snake in regards to Chinese astrology to the year of the horse. In fact, the fire horse, because they always have an element involved as well. Why is it a second attempt? Because thanks to one of my avid listeners who put a comment from my video yesterday was that there was no sound because I stupidly forgot to check that my microphone was working before I started and pressed record to do the video. So part two, well, not part two, part one again. I was actually talking about yesterday going, look, I was supposed to do these every Friday and there was just some bits and bobs going on. So I was unable to do the Friday one, and my plan was to do it the Saturday. That didn't happen. Sunday, so on and so forth. So then I thought, well, oh look, the 17th, that'd be a good day to do it, because that's the actual changeover when the year of the snake finally just ends. It's shed its skin, even though maybe some of the things of the year of snake may still be remaining, but rather than getting to a point of recognizing that it needs to be released, we're actually starting to take action to release it, whether that's jobs, relationships, friendships, cars, even, inanimate things, houses moving, whatever it may be. The tail end of, or the beginning of this year was about either taking that, doing what we needed to do to build up the courage to release it, or it really got shown in our face that it needed to be released. So whether a job turned toxic or a relationship, or there was some things going on that all of a sudden you was asked to leave where you live, that kind of thing. Those things definitely would have been happening at the start of this year. And it's just the universe going, this is done. It's no longer healthy for you to be in this situation, house, job, etc., whatever that may be. However, the good thing is, with the year of the horse, and with it being the fire horse, fire is all about burning the old away. Think of a forest fire, rapidly burning the old parts of the forest away, the dead wood, the leaves, anything and everything, even, carcasses of dead animals, that kind of thing, that aren't healthy for the forest, so that it can renew and grow new trees, new plants, new fruit, etc. And the animals can then come back and thrive. This is nature's natural way of stopping overgrowth. It doesn't stop growth, it actually encourages it to return. Because a forest fire does actually put a lot of new nutrients into the ground. So imagine that's what this is about. What's happening to you energetically in a personal environment is that the old's being cleared away. You're going to have wisdom remains. That's kind of the fertilizer, the nurturing energy per se, that's going to help you in the next phase of life, which is an elevated step. Think about, snake is on the ground, to ride a horse, you've got to step up. You've got to almost get a small step ladder to climb on top, and you're at a higher position. That could even be literal in regards to employment. You might leave work and end up in a much higher position, which usually means much higher pay. So it could be that, or you've left an old relationship that was no longer serving you, you meet somebody new. That might take a bit of time, depends, that's too many variables in that to predict accurately, unless it's a one-on-one session, which I do. So if you'd like to reach out, there is a link in the comments if you'd like to book a session with me. Also, as well, please remember to like and subscribe. Tick that notification bell so you get a heads up of when a video is about to go out, or when a video has been released. They're usually on a weekly basis. Just there's been a bit of this absolute tail end of the snake has caused turmoil. It's sort of almost stirred the pot, just to remind you what you're about to release, what you're ready to release, what you're going to release, what you've been shown to release. So now we're in the year of the horse. What does that really mean for us? Well, help, support, but also taking action. When you ride a horse, or when you walk alongside a horse, you still have to lead. So you have to take the action first, and then the universe and friends, family, random strangers will help you in the action and the course that you take. Whereas previously, you may not have received that help. You may not have thought you deserve that help. Whereas the horse energy is going, absolutely, you deserve help. Absolutely, you deserve support. 100%. The horse is a beast of burden in regards to it can carry your worries, it can carry your things. You think about the old Wild West and the horses, that you could carry so much more on your horse, and that would take you from point A to point B. And as long as you've stopped and fed and watered it, you could still guide it where to go, which town you wanted to go to. It didn't just take you to a random town, you guided it. And that's what this year's all about, guiding your life, taking yourself to a place where you want to go, where you feel you deserve to go. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for the previous. Don't settle for the old. Don't out the frying pan into the fire, same but different. Elevate. Remember, you think about yourself, right, going, well, how do I elevate? You can start with the intention, well, this is the year of the horse. I'm going to at least get on the horse. That's even a term like, well, don't you don't try until you get on the horse. Is kind of a phrase to go, well, just start doing it. Don't worry about how to figure it out. Get on the horse first, then figure it out. That's kind of what this is all about. So just quickly going back to jumping back, I can jump back and forward a little bit. I've just been reminded that yes, in open and fairness, and I've always been one for the flow. So I'm probably going to leave that silent video up there so that you can at least watch it and feel the energy of it. I may would I put some music over it? Maybe not. No. So it's all about it's a good lesson to see. Well, have a gist of what I'm saying. Use this video as reference, because even though I'm saying things in a very different way, I'm still kind of conveying the same message, that the year of the horse is now fully up and running, no pun intended, and that horse energy is a very, very strong energy this year to support us. I think even more so than the snake. The snake was there just to remind us to let go, you know, almost doing things in the background, unseen, unnoticed along the floor, whereas the horse is very much in your face. It's there, you can't miss it. And it's going to remain there. It's going to keep urging you forward this year to make new strides. And the energy of it is going to be a hell of a lot faster than last year. Normally, when we're releasing, it's good to have that slow energy so we can take stock, we can take a breath. There's not going to be much time this year to take a breath. You set an intention in place and it is going to manifest rapidly. So get ready. Get ready for that speed. Get ready for those rapid changes. Do your best to breathe while they're happening. You might find yourself in a position one week and then not the next. That's how rapidly it's happening. So don't be surprised, but also don't take it to heart. Don't take it personally. This is just the universe moving you. The next position, it's also going to come rapidly. So have that faith. But however, the caveat is you are going to have to take action. So let's say you do let go of at your current position. Well, what the universe wants you to do is just start looking for jobs. But what it wants you to do is have a couple of days and go, well, what is it that I really want to do? Because if you're in a job where you're just doing it to pay bills, well, that's not your dream job. We're sort of in the energy of, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. So you might even be able to get your friends to help you. Now, this bit I definitely said on the other video. Get your friends to help you. They normally, more often than not, know you better than know yourself, because we can be very self-critical and we overthink things or overthink ourselves. Whereas friends, real good friends, see you for who you are, and they've probably said to you, oh, you should do this as a job because you're really good at it. And we've probably thought, well, how do I get into that? Or, well, I've got no qualifications. However, if it's meant for you, it's going to come along. It's just about looking for it. So if you're the friend where everyone's always gone to seek advice and help, then you're a good counsellor. Maybe you could find a role where they're looking for experience rather than official connections with government entities, that kind of thing, because they trust people. Those roles are out there if you set the intention to go and find them. And they might even they may well even come and find you because you're setting the intention to find that. It's almost like light. You think about, well, if you don't know how lightning works, there's actually a little bit of lightning goes from the ground first, and then the lightning from the sky actually connects, and then it grounds into the earth. So there's these little filters going, and that's kind of, if you want to connect, you've got to take that little bit of action, this much. Set the intention, go, okay, this is the industry I want to work in, or this is the kind of relationship I want. So in regards to relationships, it's about setting the intention for the kind of partner that you want, making a list. And that includes, you can be surface level on looks, but you've also got to be emotions, and don't be crazy unrealistic. Like, you see people that, oh, I want the person to be earning 7 figures, yada yada yada. Like, because that's more often not from the wrong energy. You just want someone for money, or you want to be supported rather than grow together as your own internal empire of two people. So it's definitely about having realistic expectations. So, for instance, work environment, if you're 35 and I want to be a professional sports player, that's football or something like that. Yes, I'm talking about my own dream here, of course. Being British, that was always my dream growing up, and I never quite reached it. But because my purpose was different, but the realistic expectations, I wouldn't go, well, I'm going to start looking for professional football jobs. It's not going to happen. However, being the natural counsellor, I could start looking at roles as sports psychologist, for instance. In that's more fitting and still sort of gets me into an industry that I'd still love to work in, even in a consulting capacity. So, like, if you are watching it and you've got those connections and you feel I could be a good fit, please reach out. Leave a comment and I'll reach out to you. Who knows who's watching? And this is the thing. Set the intention. Spell your wishes out, or, well, your intentions out to the universe, because it hears everything you say and think. And as you can probably tell, I'm actually speaking very, very quickly during this video. Simply because the year of the horse is a rapid, rapid energy. So get ready for this year. Hopefully you'll be able to see this video, because the thumbnail will probably be pretty much the same. I might change the other one to like a no sound on the front of it or something like that. Just for a bit of fun, I own my mistakes, own my oversights. I was rushing into getting that video done and just forgot to check the simplest of things. Sometimes that's a heads up. Always remember to check the simplest of things. This year is going to rush you. So definitely take that quick breath and go, right, what am I missing? I've got the sound on, I've got the microphone checked. You get, or, an equivalent of that depending on what you're doing at the time. So again, I'd quickly like to thank Dallas, who pointed out that there was no sound. See, again, someone was helping me. Someone was pointing out that I'd done something that I'd just missed one, actually, in this scenario, a very key component. So that help is going to be there whether you ask for it or not, which is a great thing for this year, because we're very, very, very good at thinking we don't deserve help and therefore not asking for it, or trying to be this tough human where, I can do it all myself. This year is going to recorrect those thoughts. It's going to force you to accept help. So it's best to accept help and not allow the universe to strongly redirect you for that help. Even I went shopping earlier and just to pick up some bread. And the first aisle, it was quite quiet, and there's an old lady there. And she was like, oh, excuse me, can you get those from the high shelf for me? So even leading up to this video, I'm being shown that we're all going to be helping each other, this collective help. You help someone, the universe helps you. So, what is it? What comes around goes around, or pay it forward even. Pay it forward and it will come back round. This is going to be an amazing year, it really is. It's going to be such a brilliant year for so many people, because we're going to start getting the help we deserve on many different areas of our life, where even financial help is going to turn up in one way, shape, form, or another. All you've got to do is lead that horse. So thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. All these Friday videos, the weekly energies, are always usually on a Friday, but they're all on their own playlist now, so you can definitely watch the previous ones if you haven't seen them already. And I appreciate you all for supporting this channel, and I just want to keep growing. So thanks very much. Take care, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye bye.